Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. As you know that old is gold, but these pennies known as Lincoln cent are most valuable than you think. Don't spend one of them, you're lucky if you have one of these. So please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of a coin that might just be lying around in your pocket change, the United States 1979 quarter dollar. Now, while this little coin was once just a simple 25 cents, some versions of it are worth a fortune today. So, what's so special about the 1979 quarter? The coin was minted in the wake of America's 1976 bicentennial celebration, and by the end of the decade, the U.S. Mint was pumping out millions of these Washington quarters every year. Each one features the classic profile of George Washington on the front, or obverse, and a bold eagle on the back, or reverse. This quarter was minted at 3 different locations across the United States: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And if you take a closer look, you might just find a tiny letter on your coin, a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco. The mint mark is a key detail because it plays a big role in the coin's rarity and value. Now, if you're wondering, what could make a regular 1979 quarter worth a small fortune? Let me introduce you to the world of coin errors. The 1979 quarters that fetch high prices are the ones with notable minting errors, which make them extremely rare. Some 1979 quarters show doubling on the letters and numbers, a fascinating error where elements of the design appear twice, slightly shifted. You might also find what's called a clad error, where the outer layer of the coin's metal is partially missing or incorrectly layered. Coins like these are what collectors live for. But even without errors, a 1979 quarter can still be worth something if it's in exceptional condition. In the world of coin grading, coins are rated on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded MS65 or higher are almost flawless and incredibly desirable. A high-grade 1979 quarter that has been well preserved can be worth significantly more than its face value, especially if it's never been circulated. But of course, these are rare finds since most quarters from 1979 have seen a lot of wear and tear over the years. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The San Francisco Mint produced both proof and business strikes of the 1979 quarter. Some of the most valuable quarters from 1979 have a unique error on the S-Mint mark itself. In 1979, some quarters produced in San Francisco had a filled-in S-Mint mark, giving it a slightly different appearance compared to the normal clear S. Known as the Type II variety, these quarters are much rarer and, as you can imagine, are highly sought after by collectors. If you have one of these Type II S quarters, you may be holding a hidden gem, so, you're probably wondering, how much is a 1979 quarter actually worth today? Most 1979 quarters are worth their face value, but those with errors, high grades, or specific mint marks can fetch quite a bit. Standard quarters without errors and in circulated condition might sell for around $1 or $2 to collectors. But if you have a high-grade or error coin, it can easily go up to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. There have been reports of certain rare versions of the 1979 quarter reaching unbelievable values in recent years. Coins with ultra-rare errors and nearly perfect mint condition can fetch an astounding amount. Are you ready for this? Yes, that's right. Certain 1979 quarters have been valued at up to $7 million. Imagine finding one of these in your collection, a literal small fortune in the form of a coin. Top 2. We're diving into the incredible world of coin collecting and uncovering the story behind a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth way more than you think. We're talking about the 1983 United States quarter dollar, a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change, drawer, or coin jar, and you wouldn't believe just how valuable it could be. Alright, so what's the deal with this quarter from 1983? Well, at first glance, it looks like just another everyday coin, right? It has George Washington on the front, the obverse side, and the classic American eagle on the back, which we call the reverse. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. In 1983, the United States Mint issued millions of these coins. This quarter was made out of a mix of copper and nickel, unlike earlier quarters that had more silver in them. But why would a coin like this be worth more than its face value of 25 cents? What makes the 1983 quarter so unique is that it was minted during a time when the US Mint wasn't producing special collector sets of quarters for that year. Usually, the Mint releases proof sets or uncirculated sets, which are preserved and collected by hobbyists. But in 1983, they didn't do that for quarters, which means that the coins that were minted that year were primarily used in circulation, meaning most of them ended up in pockets, cash registers, and wallets across the country. This makes high-quality 1983 quarters really hard to come by. Over time, the quarters that did circulate took on a lot of wear and tear, so finding one in pristine or mint condition is incredibly rare, and that's where the value comes in. Coin collectors, or numismatists as they're known, are always looking for coins in the best possible condition. They evaluate coins using a grading system, ranging from good, very fine, all the way to mint state or MS, with numbers from 60 to 70. Now, if you have a 1983 quarter in mint state 67 or 68, which is incredibly hard to find, it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And remember, most coins from 1983 went straight into circulation, so they've been through years of handling. Finding a 1983 quarter with sharp details, no scratches, and a beautiful luster is almost like discovering hidden treasure. Another exciting detail about the 1983 quarter is that there are some unique era coins that can make them even more valuable. Era coins are ones that have unusual features, like misprints, off-center designs, or even double images from a printing mistake. If you have a 1983 quarter with any of these errors, you could be looking at a big payday. In fact, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these quirky, rare finds. And it's not just about the value. For collectors, each era coin is like a little piece of minting history. Alright, so if you want to check if you have a valuable 1983 quarter, here's what to look for. The less wear and tear, the better. If it's shiny and sharp, that's a good sign. Check for any misprints, off-center designs, or double images. These could add major value. Look for a P or D indicating it was minted in Philadelphia or Denver. Either can be valuable, but the P ones tend to be more sought after in higher grades. Now here's where it gets really interesting. While most 1983 quarters in great condition could be worth hundreds or even thousands, there are a few out there that have sold for, are you ready? Millions of dollars. Yes, that's right. The record sale price for a 1983 quarter was $5 million. This was a coin in pristine, absolutely perfect mint condition with the rarest of era details. For collectors, owning such a piece is like holding a rare artifact. So, believe it or not, a quarter that looks like any other could actually be worth $5 million. Can you imagine? Next time you have a 1983 quarter in your hand, take a second look. You might just have a tiny treasure in your pocket. So, what are you waiting for? Start hunting for those quarters, and who knows, maybe you'll discover the next $1 million find. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. Drop us a comment below. Do you have any rare coins in your collection? Let us know. Until next time, happy collecting!